The name of the band is Wormburner, and my name's Hank. Paul plays guitar and bass.
Yes.
Terry plays guitar and keyboard, and John plays bass and guitar, and Jim plays drums. And we're on our third LP now, which is called Pleasant Living in Planned Communities.
And he's wondering if he'll sleep, and wondering just what for. He says, I don't mind hustling so much.
We did this one just anywhere and everywhere in New York, a little bit in Hoboken where we did our prior record, quite a bit in Brooklyn, some in Manhattan on East 14th at Mercy Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. We just cobbled away at it for a while. You know, with our songs, a lot of the lyrics are really, really literal or literary. I mean, they paint a picture. They're cinematic to an extent. And I think a lot of people like to, when they consider doing a music video, one of our songs, you know, hit the viewer over the head with a precise reenactment. And one of the things I liked that what Chris Cassie and Chris Keneally did was that they didn't serve up a precise reenactment. They pulled back from it and you know, let the lyrics tell the story, but showed a character in motion. And I thought that lent itself to the song.
And his mama had it figured she was Daniel's bride to be.
Well, I think at least for me, and I'm the lyric writer in the band. I mean, we are all you know, the songwriters in the band, and we all contribute musically to structuring the songs. But as the lyric writer, for me, a lot of it I think comes from my own experience in life. And you know, I've been out for, geez, you know, a lot of years now. But there were years prior to that, you know, where life for me was a pressure cooker. And I think that, you know, even when you make your way out of that, that is a formative experience that you carry with you, and you can draw on that. I find myself drawing on stories of people on the run or people with hidden identities often. And it's not really deliberate. In fact, it was probably 2 albums into our band that I really looked back on a lot of the songs, and I said, geez, you know, there seems to be this theme of hidden identity running through things, and I wonder what that's drawn upon. And I thought, okay, well, geez, you know, I guess obviously through teenage years into my early 20s, you know, that was something I lived, so it shows its face. Even though that's not my life now, or the story of a young gay hustler whose, you know, good looks are fading is not anything to do with my life. It's you know, it's an experience that I can observe. Peak skill.
Peak skill.
It's even colder with the wind chill.
Even colder with the wind chill.
Yeah, that's a song from our second record. Yeah, and I think we played it the last time we were here on Last.fm, and I actually don't think we've played a show since we released that record that we haven't played that song. It's just one that's...
It was fun to play too.
Yeah, it's really fun. We normally play it early in the set too. It's a fun, it's fun in its little spot. But yeah, that's about a character on the run, getting out of New York City and getting out to the sticks and getting kind of far out to Peekskill, which is north of the city, which is actually in Westchester County. I guess it's, you know, that town seems far enough away that it seems distant, but evidently it's, you know...
It's 914.
Yeah, it's 914 area code?
914.
To be totally honest, if we go back to that record, I think, you know, writing the lyrics for the entirety of that Placed by the Gideons record, which is our second LP, I think I was just trying to write a sequel to the Steely Dan song Kid Charlemagne, that entire record. And if you're out there and you know that song lyrically, listen to it and then listen to our record, and you realize that I'm aiming at it but probably missing because that song's so great.
You should have seen the sparks.
It's remained since the beginning. Is I feel like we all feel like we're friends. You know, it's not, oh, okay, here we go. We're working on this record. We got to work this out. It's sort of an, you know, the album comes, you know, but it's always about the process, which is enjoyable. I think, I mean, I speak for myself, but probably for everyone. I look forward to going to practice. I look forward to you know, getting together with these guys and to working out new songs. And then when you finally have it and you go over it a few times, you're like, you know, it's a feeling of accomplishment. It's excellent. And you know, that's what keeps me coming back. It's enjoyable.
I don't know. From my vantage point, I take greatest inspiration from collaboration, and from collaboration with people who not only I'm friends with, but whose record collections I dig, and who would probably, you know, dig my record collections, despite what Paul and I might occasionally clash over. And so
It's not that violent, though.
no, it's just, you know, there's
is just you.
there are people who love Neil Diamond, and there are people who don't love Neil Diamond, and we'll just leave it at that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, hey, hey. Daniel disappeared into the dark.
We are Wormburner, and look for us on Last.fm.